What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video, and we're going to be playing the daily challenges, so we're going to kick it off with Wordle. Go ahead, add another day to your 2-day streak. Let's do that. Let's click play. So we're going to begin with chart, of course, because, well, that's my go-to word, so let's start off with that, and it was a terrible word to start off with. Okay. What do we go with next? What's a good next word to go for? Let's go low. Let's go with spine. I think spine is a pretty good second guess. So let's just see. We're not making any silly mistakes, right? Okay, yeah. Spine seems like a pretty good second guess. So let's go with that. And not bad, you know. We have the S, we have the I, and we have the N. Okay, so this makes things a lot easier then. Sly. I don't think it's. It can't be S-L-I-N. So what goes in between? Maybe. I was thinking H, but H is obviously already out. So swine. Swiney? Is that a word? I think that might be a word. Let's just be careful though. So it could be like something like that, right? And in that case, what would be the second letter? It's gotta be swiney, right? That's a word? I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, what else is this? S-U-I-N. Sweet would have been pretty good. Yeah, no, it's gotta be swiney. I'm just trying to see if there's any other combinations, so... Oh! Swing! How did I miss that? Okay, let's go for swing. I think that's more... It was not swing. It was just one letter off. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So what's the word then? Hang on. Suing? Yeah, that's a word, but like... No, that can't be it, right? Swing. Nah. Sighing? I don't think so. Sling? Of course, sling. Yeah, okay. There we go. That's fine. I'll take 4 guesses. That's okay. We got the sea of greens. So I think that's no yellows, right? You earn this badge 3 times by successfully completing a word puzzle while only getting green and grey letters. Or orange and grey letters if you're playing high contrast mode. We're not playing high contrast mode, so that's pretty cool. Only green and grey letters. Do we get any other badges? We got 7. Well, we're on our way to a 7-day streak, so yeah. But there we go. That's a pretty fair Wordle, I would say. Sling. That's a decent word. I can't lie. Okay, and we're jumping straight into today's Geo Hunter daily challenge. And I'm noticing right off the bat that the lowest is 75, a target of 75, which is very low. I don't think we're getting that. But we're going to start off with Hungary. Our 8 categories are going to be median age, vegetarianism percentage, total imports, CO2 emissions, hot temperature, population of the capital, most islands, and dinosaur fossils. So, we can immediately rule out most islands for Hungary. It's got 0 islands. It's a landlocked country, right? That would be the silliest option to pick. Dinosaur fossils, I don't think so. I mean, it's in Europe. I don't think so. Population of capital, I don't think it's that populated in Budapest. Hot temperature, nah. Hungary's not that much of a hot temperature country. CO2 emissions, I imagine it's not that bad in Hungary. Total imports, I think it's pretty high in Hungary because it's in Europe, and European countries, you know, they have greater total imports compared to other countries around the world. Vegetarianism, I don't think so. And then median age, it's got to be up there. It's between median age and total imports. I'm going with total imports. I feel like Hungary's not the country with the highest median age, right? There's probably a better country afterwards. So let's go with total imports. I think that's a reasonable shout, just because it's in Europe, right? And Europe's a very what's the word? Like established area, established part of the world. So let's go with total imports. It's 36. Okay, maybe it wasn't that the best option. But here we go. We have Japan. It's got to be population of capital. Median age. Oh, so it's one of the two, right? Population of capital and median age. Do you know what? Population of capital is not... It's a good shout, but it's not the best shout, right? I think median age is definitely the best option here. Not CO2 emissions, not hot temperature, not vegetarianism, not... Ooh, most islands. But then there's other countries out there which are probably better, right? Median age is just the best pick. Like, come on. Let's just go with median age. It was number 3. I thought it would be number 1. Am I tripping? Okay. 2 for Lou. Hot temperature, because it's near the equator. I don't think it's CO2 emissions. Don't think it's vegetarianism. Don't think, well, population of capital, probably not. Most islands, it's just one island, right? And then dinosaur fossils, it's such a small country. I don't think you're going to find many dinosaur fossils there. So let's go with hot temperature. It was number 5. Let's go. Okay. Iran. Iran probably... this is where it gets interesting. I don't think it's vegetarianism. I don't think it's CO2 emissions. It's probably up there though, right? CO2 emissions. Population of capital. Tehran is probably pretty highly populated. Most islands definitely not. Dinosaur fossils... That's an interesting category, I can't lie. Dinosaur fossils. Where are dinosaur fossils generally found? I imagine in Africa and in the North America and probably Australia, but the Middle East, I don't think there's many dinosaur... but then there's a lot of oil there. Nah, I think it's... The best pick is... Tehran is not as populated as other capitals though, that's the thing. So let's try and think. So Tokyo probably would have been a good shout to pick for population of capital, but we already picked median age and that was number 3, so forget about that. Then we got Beijing, Jakarta. Jakarta's definitely up there. What else? Mexico City. I mean, Tehran, really? I don't think it's that highly populated. I just don't think so. CO2 emissions is probably not that high. Okay, let's go in order. It's not vegetarianism. It's not most islands. And that leaves us with the remaining 3. CO2 emissions, population of capital, dinosaur fossils. I'm just really uncertain. Population of capital, I just don't think Tehran is as populated as other capital cities, right? Or am I tripping? So, it might even be in the top 10 though, I think. Iran is very populated, just objectively speaking, as a whole country. It's very populated. So, you know what, maybe we go for population of capital. CO2 emissions, I'm just uncertain with Iran. It's a big country, and I don't think there's many electric vehicles there. Or like there's a lot of CO2 emitting entities there, right? So I just don't really know about dinosaur fossils either. Let's just go with population of capital. It was number 18, that's okay. South Korea, this is probably low. Most islands. That's a good shout for South Korea, right? Let's go with that. Yeah, number 12. That's a good shout. Good call. Indonesia would have been perfect for most islands. That's a shame. Oh, I was actually thinking Indonesia would probably pop up on the list. Like, genuinely, like, being deadass. Like, I'm not even kidding. I genuinely thought Indonesia was going to be on the list when I saw the most islands category. Like, oh, I should have called it out earlier. Okay, it's okay. It's probably not vegetarianism for Indo. CO2 emissions, it might be up there. Dinosaur fossils. No, right? CO2 emissions, I'm leaning towards the... Although, it's just... I don't think it's that high in Indonesia, like the CO2 emissions. But it's probably our best pick. Oh, I wish we saved the most islands option for Indonesia. That would have been fantastic. But it's okay. I just don't think it's vegetarianism. Like, but I could be true. Let's go with CO2 emissions. I'm just really unsure about dinosaur fossils as well, but... yeah, let's go with CO2 emissions. It was number 7! Yo, we're actually cooking so far. Singapore. I mean, it's definitely not dinosaur fossils. Vegetarianism, I don't think it's too high in Singapore. What if we use our skip? You know, Singapore probably would have been great for hot temperature, let me tell you that. Definitely good for hot temperature, but we picked Tuvalu, so... yeah. Let's use our skip. Because I think dinosaur fossils is going to be 100 plus, and then vegetarianism, I imagine, is not that, like, high ranked in Singapore. So let's go, let's use our skip. I think that's a good play. Let's use our skip. Then what do we get? We get the UK. Vegetarianism, I guess. There's definitely not dinosaur fossils. It's number 16, that's okay. And then Pakistan for dinosaur fossils. What is it going to be? Not applicable. 30 plus. So I guess dinosaur fossils was just like, there were not many statistics for that. Apparently we only got Tuvalu as the best, like the correct matched country, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, 146, that alone is a great score. Like, let me tell you that. 146, that's a fantastic score. Obviously, the target was 75, and we went, well, 71 over that, which is not great, but, like, 146, if we just ignore the target, is a fantastic score. I'm taking that. I am taking that. Alright, and now let's take a look at the perfect solution. So, Hungary for median age. You know what, we did point that out, right? We did point it out. I for some reason went total imports. Population of capital, Tokyo was number 1. I overthought that one. I should have just committed. But median age number 3, yeah, obviously it's population of capital. Like, Tokyo was the very, like, most populated capital. What am I doing? Of course it was that. Tuvalu for hot temperature, we nailed that. Iran for CO2 emissions, yeah. Yeah, I also did think of that, I just didn't commit. That's okay. South Korea for total imports, you know what, yeah. But we already picked Hungary, so that was kind of locked out already. Indo for most islands, yeah, I did call that out. It's fine. Singapore for vegetarianism. Oh, I did not know that. And then the UK for dinosaur fossils? Wow. Okay, fair enough. So we only got Tuvalu correct. Not ideal, but you know what? That's okay. That is absolutely okay. 146, again, I will take that. I will happily take that. Alright, of course we are going to finish off with today's Global. Let's hopefully end this video off in a very successful manner. Let's start with Italy again. I think that's our go-to country to start off with, right? So let's go with that. 2,000 kilometers away again, so it's very similar to yesterday's, where, well, yesterday's country was, Kuwait, and, well, oh no, Italy was a little further than 2,000, I think it was 2,800 or so, but like, yeah, so roughly a similar start to yesterday. So, 2,000 kilometers, let's have a think. To Kuwait, this was around, like, close to 3,000, so maybe in this case we're gonna cut it short and go, like, Jordan's roughly the next country, or like, the country that's kind of in the circle, which has a 2,000 kilometer radius from Italy. So, this makes me think that it's probably not, like, it might be as... Ireland's probably even too close to Italy, I can't lie. So, maybe it's like, Estonia, Finland, Sweden's probably too close, Russia, Belarus? I think that's less than 2,000 kilometers. And then we've got like Georgia. We have, I think Turkey's also too close. Yeah, around this sort of ring or radius. So I think a good shout would probably be Georgia, just because it checks for like Finland, Estonia, but also it checks for the Middle East, and I guess Africa not so much. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll go Jordan. Jordan? Because, yeah, it's around here. And it gets us an idea of whether... Actually, no, that's a bad play. No, yeah, we should go Georgia. If I can spell it. Georgia. To see... Because if it's in Africa, then Georgia's going to be way further than Italy. But if it's, like, towards the Baltics here, then... You know, it might be a little bit closer than Italy. So let's go with Georgia. Georgia is a lot warmer. It's only 170 kilometers away. So that was a pretty good call, I would say. The next question is, what's the actual country now? So it's probably not somewhere here. It's not Central Asia, because that's probably further than 170 kilometers away. I can't lie. It's probably not Turkey, because Georgia borders Turkey, right? So I think Syria's around, let's have a think, it's around here, and that's probably, yeah, I think Turkey, that's way more than 170 kilometers, so it's probably not Syria. There's nothing here, right? Yeah, that's just Russia. So, what is this, then? Is it Iran? It might be Iran. No, but then Iran goes up to here. Kuwait is here. Is that 1,000 kilometers? It might be Iran. Nah, surely not, right? Yesterday's, what we guessed yesterday. Iran. It's not Azerbaijan. It's not Armenia. It's, where's Iraq? Iraq is somewhere here, right? It might be Iraq, you know. If it's not Iraq, it's Iran, like, surely. Okay, let's go Iraq. Was it Iran? Was it Iran? No way, it's Iran. It's Iran. It's gotta be Iran, right? It's Iran! Oh my god, okay. Oh, if only we guessed Iran. Oh my god. That's okay. 4 guesses, that's alright. Oh, we should have just committed. Why did I go Iraq? What am I doing, bro? Okay, Iran, yeah, not bad. We started with Italy, and then we got, like, so close. Like, come on. We should have gone Iran from Georgia. Like, I really can't lie. But you know what? We're gonna take that. Iraq... Yeah, Georgia's just too far away from Iraq for Iraq to be the mystery country. I can't lie, that's my bad. Mystery country, Iran, not bad though. I'm pretty happy. You know what? Today's Global, huge success as well. And, wow. Today's Wordle and today's Geo Hunter, not bad as well. Today was a fantastic day. But that's where we're going to leave it for today. Hope you guys did enjoy watching today's video. The links to Wordle, Geo Hunter, and Globle will be down in the description if you want to check it out. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.